In this video of holding and clamping devices, we will go for the different pliers and then we will go for the vices which clamps the different objects. It also holds, so we will discuss about this. See here in the holding tools is in a variety of shapes and sizes, each usually designed for a particular task. The aircraft technician will probably have several types of pliers in his tool set. Clamping and holding devices are also called as. Many devices have been designed to hold work securely while it is being measured or machined. Some of them are for one specific piece of work, others are of a more general nature. These includes many types of clamps and vices. The word pliers is a plural name for a single tool. Pliers are made in many styles and are used to perform as many different operations. In pliers, I'm going to discuss first is slip joint pliers. Here the slip joint pliers are the most commonly used holding tool found in an aviation technician tool chest. These pliers come in lengths from around 4 inches to more than 9 inches, with the 6-inch size the most commonly used. They are called slip joint because of the double hole for the pivot, which allows the jaws to work in either of two positions. This vastly increases the range of material that may be gripped. While these are exceptionally versatile tools, they should be used only for the purpose for which they are intended. They should never be used as a wrench to turn a nut, as they invariably round off the corners of the nut, so the proper side wrench cannot later be used. This is especially true of tubing nuts, which are made of soft metals such as aluminum or brass. The slip joint plier is used for gripping and cutting. The slip joint is provided to make it possible to enlarge the jaw width of the pliers for gripping large objects. One of the common uses of the slip joint plier is to install cotter pin. The cotter pin is gripped by the head, and the shank is inserted through the hole on the nut and bolt. The slip joint plier is then used to spread the end of the cotter pin and may be used to cut off the ends if they are too long after being spread. A slip joint plier may be used to grip a nut or a bolt in an emergency when no other method is available. However, they should never be used as a substitute for a wrench under normal conditions. Now the second is interlocking joint pliers or water pump plier. One time this plier was so named because it was used for tightening the packing nut or water pumps used for tightening water pumps of automobiles when such water pumps were designed with packing nuts to prevent leakage of water through the bearing by the shaft. Water pump pliers are used today for a variety of gripping operations, but seldom was the use for which they were originally designed. A pair of water pump pliers is illustrated in this figure. It is also called the water pumps pliers because of their ability to open up to such a wide jaw opening that they can be used to tighten the packing gland nut around a water pump shaft. These pliers are available in lengths from around 8 inches up to about 20 inches. Third one is vice grip pliers. This is the registered trade name of the Patterson manufacturer company for a special compound action type of pliers. The opening of the jaws may be adjusted by a knurled screw in the end of the handles, and when the handles are squeezed together, compound leverage multiples that the effort and applies a tremendous force to the jaws. A toggle action clamps the jaws together so they will not open when the handles are released. The jaws are released by a small lever in one other handles. These versatile tools come in a wide variety of lengths and jaw styles. Some are designed to hold pipes, some to cut wires, and other to pinch off hoses. Special forms of vice grip pliers are made with sheet metal bending jaws, and some even with jaws that serve as welding clamps or C-clamps. These pliers provide a powerful clamping force through the action of a cam and lever mechanism. They can be adjusted accurately by means of a knurled knob on one handle. To release the grip, it is necessary merely to lift the release lever inside one of the handles. The fourth one is duckbill pliers. One type of pliers that finds special use in aviation maintenance is the duckbill pliers. These long-handled flat nose pliers are used to twist safety wire. The jaws have serrations that grip the wire, and the handles are long enough to provide a good tight grip on the wire while it is being twisted. These pliers have flattened jaws which permit them to be used in restricted areas where other types of pliers will not fit. They can be used for many applications where heavy force is not applied. One is needle nose pliers. Several different designs of long nose pliers are used in aviation maintenance, especially in electrical and electronic work, to grip and hold small components and wire while they are being installed or removed. Some of these pliers having long thin jaws that are bent almost at right angles to the handles to allow them to grip the component and hold it without your hand being in the way of the soldering iron. The electrician pliers, also called side cutting pliers or side cutters, are commonly used by electricians for cutting electrical wire and for stripping insulation. These pliers are provided with a pair of cutters at the side of the jaws, which make them capable of cutting larger metal wires, pins and nails than can be cut with the slip joint pliers. Electrician pliers may be used for a number of stripping operations and also for a variety of cutting jobs. It is important that no attempt be made to cut hardened steel parts, because if this is done, indentation will be made in the edge of the cutter. Electrician part is illustrated here in this figure. Sixth one is diagonal cutters. While these are not actually a holding tool, they are one of the most important and most used tools of the aviation technician. These long handled short jaw cutters can get into close quarters to clip safety wire after it has been twisted with duckbill pliers. Diagonals or dikes, as they are commonly called, are available from the extremely small size the delicate electronic instrument work to about 9 inches to 9 inches in length. One special form of cutter that is quite similar to diagonal cutters is the flush cutters. These cutters leaves a perfectly smooth edge on the part they and are used for cutting this stem of the friction lock rivets and cutting electrical wire finish with its solder joint. Diagonal cutting pliers are so named because the cutting face is at an angle of approximately 50 degrees to the plane of the handles of the plier. A commonly used slang term, pliers are used exclusively for cutting purposes. This includes the cutting of wire, cotter pins, nails, and other comparatively small soft metal pins. One of the most common uses of diagonal cutter is the installation of cotter pins. After the cotter pins are inserted in the pin, diagonal pliers are then the excess is cut off. Diagonal cutting pliers are also commonly used for cutting off the ends of safety wire and for stripping the insulation from wire. They must be used carefully and should not be abused by attempting to cut hard steel or other objects which may damage the cutting surfaces. Diagonal pliers are shown in this figure. Operator using diagonals as shown in the figures may be injured. Diagonals should never be used to cut steel wire or tools or in place of strips to cut or notch sheet metal. Such use will destroy the cutting edge and damage the tool's joint. Another type of adjustable plier which is shown in the figure, this is the channels lock or interlocking joint plier which is held in the desired position with the curved grooves. Considerable force can be exerted with these pliers, and this is no danger that the adjustment may slip. The proto trade name for these pliers is Power Track. And the last one is wire twister cutters, that is safety wire pliers. A special tool for use by the aviation technician is the wire twisting and cutting tool. This special tool combines the features of diagonals with those of duck wheels and has a special twister built into the handle. The wire is cut to length and inserted into the bolt head or into the hole in the nut that is to be safetied. The wire is crossed and gripped with the flate's serrated jaws and the handle are locked together. When the knob in the handle is pulled, a spiral rod in the handle rotates the pliers and twists the wire. When the twisting is completed and the wire is secured to the structure or to the next fastener, the ends of the wire can be cut off with the cutters. So I'm ending this video. Hope you will get many things from this. You will enrich your knowledge, skills and experience, and like to share, subscribe and comment upon this. Thank you. Sorry I left about the clamping and holding devices, wires and clamps and all that. See, many devices have been designed to hold work securely while it is being measured or machined. Some of them are for one specific piece of work, others are for others are of a more general nature. This includes many types of clamps and vices. So first of all, know what is a C-clamp. A C-clamp, illustrated in this figure, is an all-purpose clamp made in the slope of the letter C. Made in the shape of the letter C. In general use for all kinds of work. It is made in many sizes. Now the next is tool maker's clamp. A tool maker's clamp consists of two flat steel jaws which may be adjusted to fit a piece of work by means of a screw passing through the center of each jaw. Another screw in the end of one jaw is used to exert pressure on the other jaw. This pressure tightens the opposite ends of the jaws. It is used by tool makers for holding small parts both at the bench and at machines. This tool is also known as a parallel clamp. Care must be taken to keep the jaws in a parallel position. Otherwise, the clamp's screws may seem to be tight but will not be holding the work tightly because they are just being tightened one against the another. Understand the toolmaker hand vise. What is a toolmaker hand vise? A toolmaker hand vise is a small steel vise with two interchangeable blocks. The choice of block is to be used depends on the size of the article to be held by the vise. It is used by tool makers at the bench for small machining operation such as drilling or tapping. Another type of hand vise is shown in another figure. First of all, I am giving the tool maker's hand vise figure. Thereafter, the another type of hand vise in second figure. When it is necessary to hammer a piece of work held in a vise, it is best to support the work by placing a block of wood or metal under it to prevent the work from being driven down through the jaws of the vise. Now, what are the V blocks with clamp used for? Now, V blocks with clamps, either singly or in pairs, are shown in the figure, are used to hold cylindrical work securely during the laying out of measurement of the machine operations. There are two figures to understand. One figure gives work held in B blocks for layout and another gives work held for B blocks during drilling operations.